Hello, this is Adrian Deans, Health and PE instructor for Graduation Alliance. Welcome to this presentation for Fitness for Life for semester one. This is going to be on activity 1.3.1. A couple topics there, benefits of exercise and heart rate. Those would be the two things that we're going to be talking about and that you can find in that activity. So let's get going. All right, so just one slide here on benefits of exercise, and I divided it into two parts. There's the obvious, which would be the physical benefits of exercise. So cardiac, that's a fancy word for heart. So physical exercise is going to benefit your heart. It's going to enhance physical performance to make you faster and stronger and things like that. Improved respiration, which is improved breathing, lung function. Improved endurance. It means you're going to be able to work longer, harder and longer. And then muscle mass, and you'll find this one in the activity. That muscle weighs more than fat. So some people say, well, I've been exercising, I've been actually my weight hasn't gone down. Well, it's a little bit more complicated than that sometimes, and that's if you're putting on muscle, it does weigh more than fat. So you could lose fat and gain muscle. You might actually, it might be even, or you might gain weight, but you would be in better shape. So, and then many studies have shown that the benefit of exercise is just a longer and happier and healthier life. And then there's the other part that's not quite as obvious, but you may notice, and that would be the mental benefits of exercise. So reduced stress and depression and anxiety, better sleep, and improved focus. Sometimes I think this is just as important, if not more important, than the physical benefits of exercise. Moving on. In this activity or in this unit, it also talks about heart rate. And so we're going to talk about three different types of heart rate. We have the resting heart rate, which is the number of beats when you're just relaxed, when you're waking up, maybe you're sitting down and you're not watching one of them horror flicks, but maybe watching TV or something like that. But just relaxing, that's your resting heart rate. There's a lot of tutorials on how to find your resting heart rate. And there's another activity on that in this class as well. Target heart rate is going to be the number of beats per minute when exercising. And so that's going to be a better sense of a better word. The target is the number where you want to hit. So it might be between, say, something along the lines between 130 and 150, 130 beats per minute and 150 beats per minute. That would be your target heart rate, somewhere in that range. And then you have the maximum heart rate, which is the fastest your heart can go without failing. So, and the maximum is very easy to find, and that's 220 minus your age. That's how you can find your maximum heart rate. Just kind of a general rule of thumb. That's typically, it's right around that number. All right, and also in this lesson, we talk about the effects of substances. And when we mean substances, we mean drugs and other things like that. Some of them are legal and some of them are illegal. First, I want to start out by saying a low resting heart rate is good. That equals healthy. Somewhere along the lines of 50, 60, 70, 80, in that neighborhood is good. However, some drugs increase your heart rate, like caffeine, coffee, that good old Starbucks. That's going to increase your heart rate. Nicotine found in cigarettes, the chemicals found in cold medicines are going to increase your heart rate. And then on the legal side of things, there are many illegal drugs that going to increase your heart rate. Once again, this is not good, but one fact that I want to put out there is methamphetamine or LSD have actually been found to increase resting heart rate for months after a single dose. You may take one of these substances and you have an increased resting heart rate, for a long period of time, which is not good. Okay, now I want to talk a little bit about target heart rate. Target heart rate is the goal, or where you want to be exercising for cardiovascular endurance. A couple bullet points there is you never want to go beyond that 80% of your max heart rate. That's called the danger zone. And then the rule of thumb is you want to be exercising around 60% of max. And so there's an example on that right-hand side there. If you take 220, I mentioned that before, and you subtract your age, in this case, in this example, it's 40, the maximum heart rate would be 180. So if your age was 20, then it would be 200. Very easy there. You take 180, multiply it times 0.65, you get 117. If you multiply that by 0.80, you get 144. And so for this example, the target heart range, is going to be 117 to 144. Fairly simple to do. In regards to measuring your heart rate, there's a lot of YouTube tutorials out there on how to do that. You can do it without fancy equipment. However, there's obviously heart rate monitors and trackers and things like that available on the market. It can get costly. And then if you're exercising on a treadmill or one of those spinning bikes or something like that, ellipticals, a lot of those have heart rate monitors on them as well to help you track those. And so I hope this has been helpful for you in this lesson and this activity. And until next time, I wish you the best on your path to graduation. Thank you.